What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Excuse me. Today we're gonna be looking at a video from Anton Daniels, and you won't believe what the hell he about to talk about here. You don't believe me? Like, check this shit out.
I'm on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit that's lit on the internet. And to me, I feel like his life was cat. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, you know, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because, like, you know, he's some fine. I love dark skin. And when I say he's some fine or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, you know, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he youngest.
These old... Okay, before I say what I'm about to say, this ain't aimed at the women, the older women that look at my channel, okay? So before we even get started with this shit, what I'm about to say is not aimed at you. But these old hoes always trying to go after a young dude that's actually out here doing something with himself. She literally just said this shit. Look at this shit again. Listen to this shit again.
He's some fine or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, you know, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house.
So materialistic shit, this bitch said, oh, he lit. Because he got 6 cars, 2 watches, and his own house. That's what made her damn drawers wet. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for these hoes? Absolutely not.
And he youngest or whatever. Like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So, you know, like, that's my type. I love me a hood, get money.
Y'all ready to cut it off? Y'all ready to just go ahead and remove ourselves and get back to the core thing so that we can try to understand? Because you know, every time that I start to see hope for the culture and hope for the community, this is the stuff that we have to subject ourselves to.
I don't have no hope for any of these people. I have no hope for any of these people.
You see what y'all do, and then y'all will come back 10, 15 years later because she already got a son, which means she a single mother. And then y'all gonna come back 10 and 15 years later and act like I'm crazy or I'm being too harsh or because I told you you should have stayed with your child's father or any of that type of stuff. I'm gonna look like the bad guy, right? When in reality, we should have already established our cultural norms and she shouldn't even be in this situation in the first place. But she loved her a hood, get money, young N-word, all of this other type of stuff. Excuse me, I'm still trying to, you know, remove certain things from my vocabulary. Sometimes I'm going to fall back into it, but I'm working on it. Do you see this, not this ghetto hood mentality with the earring inside of her face? Ugh. It only gets worse from here, I'm assuming.
So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number. And like he texted me, and I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like, if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't.
You got more than one kid?
Text him right back, and he's on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes, like chill out. But I let him slide. So we planned to see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right? And we planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where like he was like, oh, come with.
Hold on, let me see if I'm actually in the camera view. Yep. Hold on right quick. Let me just move myself right quick.
Whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like, whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So That was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first, or whatever like that.
Mama is a hoe. She got more than one kid. Mama a hoe. Mama a hoe. She running out the money. Mama a hoe.
Because it just was like too good to be true. So we would only text, and like he'd tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So bitch, I started thinking like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy. He FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone before you really couldn't, like he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me, he was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk and I'm like, you know, like, you ready? Like, I'm at the nail salon, I'm like, you ready? Like, I can't wait to see you, I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off, like you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m.
Y'all taking red ass? Y'all don't know. Y'all don't have nobody local. You ain't got nobody that's in your space. Y'all taking red ass to go and see somebody. These the younger generation is some wild cats. Y'all wild as.
No. There's some of us that's not like this. I would not take no chick like this. Boy, hell no.
Hell, man. Y'all wild as hell. Good God.
Originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be. So I still go. Like, I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything.
Y'all already did made up in your mind that y'all. Never mind. We get
I need. I pack my shit, and I tell him like, all right, I'm for the land this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute. I get to the airport, I board the flight, or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Cigna or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called and like everything was booked the fuck up. Like literally, it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it, and I'm gonna get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? So this when the mishap come in, because I get it. Okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now we gotta go stay somewhere else, which is
so much for getting money, so much for 6 cars, so much for the two watches or rollies or whatever she said. All of that didn't went out the window, huh? Nah.
it's cool, because I think a hotel is better anyway, because you don't know me and I don't know you. And it's more safer, I feel like. So he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room, I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me?
My God, you love a hood dude. See, the scammer. You a whole scammer.
Yeah. She getting everything she deserves. I'm gonna just say that. You getting everything your dumbass deserve.
Yo, shout out to the dudes that they call lames, man. Shout out to the good guys that's out here doing it the right way. I just want to salute y'all right away. I really do. Before I continue on with this video, I just want to say that I really do celebrate y'all. I think that y'all, the dudes that got it the long way, that went to school, that was okay with being broke when they was in their early 20s, you know, that's getting money, that do it, you know, that ain't trying to be, and then they gonna want y'all to be their child's fathers. They gonna want y'all to be a step crash dummy. They gonna say that we raising our standards after the scammers and made them pay their own way to fly to them so that they can bust them down and they don't even know their last name. Shout out to the good guys that's gonna stay focused. I'm telling you, I'm here for y'all. I'm gonna advocate for y'all. I'm gonna celebrate y'all. I'm gonna push y'all. I'm gonna make sure that we continue to make sure that you guys get all of the flowers, all of the accolades. You're not wrong. You're not toxic. You're not an incel. You're just very careful, and you need to continue to do the thing that you've been doing. Let's continue.
So he all like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip, or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing, or whatever like that. So then the plane land, and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming, you hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000-$30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like, if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like, if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like...
She's still not taking accountability for the fuck shit she doing. That's what happens when you look at Instagram and be like, "Oh, this nigga got money," and then fucking get wet in the crotch area. That's what happens. You deserve everything you get. You deserve the hell you didn't cut.
What? So when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter, stay home with your kid. Go ahead and bond. I'm cool. Like, I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you. And you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this shit going on, like, $300 is nothing. So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the fuck I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because, yo, he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel. Yo, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't.
Spirit flight attendant. This story get worse and worse, bro.
And nowhere to stay, like, at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that nigga on red. Like, I stopped responding, and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just, like, mad because I trip. Like, Atlanta cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but, like, just to go and spend that much money, it was just, like, I could have went somewhere else. Like, that was kind of crazy.
I don't know what trip is. You know what I'm saying? I know that we got different standards and ways in which we looking at stuff. I don't know what a trip is. So y'all can fill me in inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the...
Shout out to Anton. But she catching all the hell she deserved. She is. Because think about it. How you going to sit here and get mad for somebody scamming you when you just went off with this man just had some quote-unquote money? That's your dumb ass fault at the end of the day. You got scammed because you was hot in the ass to try to get some D. That's your fault. How you gonna try to blame somebody for you getting scammed? I don't understand that. I really don't. You mad because you got scammed because you was hot in the ass, and now you over here mad because this nigga scammed the hell out of you? Man, Captain Morgan can even see this shit was gonna go left. Boy, these people are insane. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, inspire.com. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the baby mama that got scammed. Dummy. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.